Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kwakwadash. Double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations, peace, blessings, and safety into the hopeful elect, especially in these times. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Barakatham. Shalom, this is the brother Abiyah with another lesson through the spirit, power, and mercy of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Lord willing, this lesson will be edifying unto the elect. All right, and this lesson will be entitled "To Be Continued." All right, which is referring to, through the spirit. I was thinking about, how in the beginning, in the beginning of time, really back in the time of Adam, right, and the Adamites. Back in that time, we was in the Garden of Eden, right? We was in our paradise, and up until the point to where Adam, really Eve, went off, and Adam, not keeping it spiritual, and following after Eve, as the scriptures say, through the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died. That's referring to the time of Adam and Eve. So Adam, basically following after Eve, caused all creation to go off, right? Particularly us Israelites, man, us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the chosen people of the Lord. All right, particularly that caused us as a nation to, after generation after generation, to go off, right? Meaning, when we went off, we left off from that paradise. We was no longer in that state of Eden, man. All right, we was no longer in our glory. All right. But we will get back to that glory, man, which is where the title of this lesson comes from, man. When the Lord, first of all, has everything planned out in a particular order, man. Everything is a part of the Lord's movie, His story, right? This is a beautiful storyline that the Lord has, that has us, in a part of. But it wasn't meant for us to be, cast down and be in this lower state, to be oppressed, to be. We've been taken off of, out of our state of glory, and we've been put as the basis of men. When really Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is the basis of men. But right now they're ruling over us. The earth is polluted. The animals are crying out. Everything, creation is lamenting right now. Everything is crying out, right? As it says in Romans, man. The earnest expectation of matter of fact, let me get it. Go ahead and get it. Romans chapter 8. Oh, come on. All right, Romans 8 and 13, I believe. Oh, 19. Okay. Let me just start at 18, because it applies. It says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." So right now it's a necessary suffering that we're having to go through, man. Because as that serpent said to Eve, which he wasn't lying, but he was using it in a deceitful way. He was using what he said to deceive Eve into going off. But when he said, "Thou shalt not surely die, but thou shalt be as the gods, knowing both good and evil." So hey, we do know good and evil, but we had to go through the evil so that we may, so that we can learn as a nation why we was set apart, why we was sanctified, and why we was given the law, statutes, and commandments for us to stay holy, stay pure, and be separated from the rest of these other nations, and to lead them, because the other nations is the ones that was supposed to be going off and needing to be led, not us. But we've left off, from our glory, from our obedience to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, and to the point to where we moved the Lord to wrath, and the Lord brought us down to a very low estate, and gave us over to those evils that we was dibbing and dabbing with. The Lord told us to basically, what He told Adam, but that really applies to us again as a nation. Told us to stay away from those things, but we we was curious, so the Lord gave us over to those things. Now we've been consumed with those evils. Right now we in a state of suffering. But the Lord is not going to have us in this position forever. It was for our lesson. It was for our profit, our benefit, so we can know why the Lord told us to not go after the ways of the heathen, to not give in to those other false gods and ideologies and all of that. Right? Why His way that He set out before us is the way. But this suffering that we're going through, it's a great suffering that we had to go through, and that we're still going through, and that we're going to have to go through until Yahweh Shah returns. Especially the 2/3. Lord willing, we be of the elect and not of the 2/3. But the 2/3 is going to go through a hell of a lot of suffering before that eternal peace comes, that glory, man. But even us, who's of the hopeful elect, the suffering that we have to go through and endure, it's not to be compared to the glory that we're going to receive for going through that suffering. Verse 19, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High, man. Right? The princes of the power. This all creation, even the heathens. Right? The animals, the air, the water, the trees, everything is waiting for us to get it right, man, because everything was supposed to be in subjection to us anyway. We're supposed to be in control over the earth. The earth was made for our sakes. Right? And everything in it. We were supposed to be the rulers and the judges of the earth. But we wanted to give in to we wanted to, see what it was like to be peasants, man. When we're gods, we're kings. And that is scriptural, man. We are gods. But we're gods that have been put in a state to where now we're dying like men. Alright? But the Lord will, the Lord will put us back in our glory, man. The Lord will, and not only is it going to be continue where we left off, that paradise, that order, but it's going to be perfect. It's going to be a lot better than it was in the beginning. All right, this is Jude and verse 6. The angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, He have reserved in everlasting chains under darkness until the judgment of the great day, man. So yeah, everything is a part of the Lord's story. This is all a part of an order. But it's another word that it's slipping my mind. But basically, man, this is all a part of the Lord's will, man. We've been put in these chains under darkness, right? We're subject to sin. We're subject to lust. We're subject to wicked thoughts and all of these things that keep us separated from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. This is why it's a constant fight every day. We fighting within ourselves. We fight our thoughts. We fight outside temptations. We fighting everything around us so that we may do our best to stay on point, to stay, to do what's pleasing unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, to stay on that right path, man, the straight gate. All right, but the Lord put us in that state for a reason, man. All right, but we left off from our first estate. We are those angels. That first estate being perfection, man. Right, which we wasn't so perfect because we went off, but that's how the Lord programmed us to do. So that we can go through what we went through, man. So we can, go through being under the curses. So we can go through learning, what it's like to want, man. When we could have been in a position to where we wasn't wanting. We didn't need anything. But this is necessary. But now we have the full spectrum of things, man. We see everything for what it is. We know good and evil, and we know that the good is all that we need, man. But now we understand the evil, though. But we had to experience it. But the Lord is gonna, bless us once more, man, to put us back, where we left off in that first estate, man. But it's gonna be better. Amos 9 and 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen. Okay, we have fell as a nation. Like it says, that falling away. It says, and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins and will build it as in the days of old. All right, the house of David, or the tabernacle of David, ultimately being the elect, man. It's going to be the whole nation of Israel eventually, but in this time we know that 2/3 are not going to make it. 2/3 are going to have to come back and be born into that perfection, man. Born into, that new time, or that new age, man, which is ultimately the kingdom of heaven. They're going to have to come back through the loins of the 144,000 men, right, and the elect. But the elect is going to be directly translated into that perfection, man. Verse 12, that they may possess the remnant of Edom, and all of the heathen, and of all the heathen which are called by my name, saith the Lord Yahweh that doeth this. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes him that soweth seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all his hills shall melt, and all the hills shall melt. All right, so we're those plowmen. We're the ones that's laboring and working and toiling right now. And who's the one who's reaping the benefits or the fruits of our labor? That's Esau, Edom, as well as the other nations is getting a part in it. But it's going to that's how the Lord set it up. We were supposed to be be the reapers, and they were supposed to be the plowmen. But now, we're in a state of servants, and we have heathens as kings over us. The ultimate heathen, he being Esau, Edom. It wasn't supposed to be like that. But there's a lesson that the Lord is teaching us. The Lord is teaching us why he's giving us the instructions that he gave us. It's like you tell somebody, don't touch a hot stove, that, hey, the stove hot, you're going to burn your hand. And they like, okay, I really don't, let me see for myself. So, they go touch the stove and they see that, hey, that shit hot. That don't feel good. And then you like, I told you. But once you burn your hand, you know now that, okay, I'm not supposed to be over there just filling around over there. I'm not just supposed to be touching that. That's not, that's off limits. All right, so now we've burnt our hands many times over and over again, bumped our heads, and now we know. All right, we can't keep doing the same thing. Now we're gonna have to get it right. Again, 2/3 is not going to think that way, but the Lord has put the Spirit on us to think that way. 2/3 is not going to know it until after death by pain. But even the 2/3 are going to be in their right minds, and they're going to be in that continuation. All right, but verse 14, and I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them. Yeah, we're not going to be laboring and toiling and doing all this laborious work only for others to reap the benefits of it, and we only get the crumbs and the drops of it. No, we're going to fully be able to enjoy the fruit of our labor. We're going to enjoy the earth. We're going to enjoy, everything in righteousness and in order, man, in its perfection. And we're not going to have to give it over to others, man. But vice versa. These other nations are going to have to give their first fruits and everything, the good of their crops and their, everything, man. They're going to have to give everything to us. All right. Verse 15, and I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled up out of the land, out of their land which I have given them, saith the Lord thy power. All right. So eventually the Lord is going to, put us back in sovereignty, man, in a state of rulership, and we're going to reap. We're going to benefit. We're going to be able to inhabit in the best of the best, palaces and castles and mansions. We're gonna be able to drink, like the so-called elites right now. They have the best of everything. Even what they're drinking is gonna seem like, it's gonna seem polluted to the quality of things we're gonna have in the kingdom, man. We're gonna be in a state of pure what's that? Utopia. Is that the right word? I believe it's utopia. Let me see. Or is it euphoria? Yeah, utopia, kind. Yeah, man, paradise, man, heaven, the real bliss, the real nirvana, man. I was thinking about euphoria for some reason, but utopia was the right word. We're gonna really actually be able to live in that true utopia, man. It's gonna be heaven, because it's not gonna be, within the nation of Israel. It's not gonna be any more wickedness, no more sin, man. We as a nation are not gonna be able to sin, or not gonna sin anymore. So we're not gonna have to die anymore, man. We're gonna be fully perfect and in order with the spirit and will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And we longing for that. And we're gonna live that way, and we're gonna teach the other nations that way as well. Right now, our people is completely through and gone, man. They're polluting their bodies and their minds daily with the food, with these drugs, with these chemicals, right? With the air and water, with these philosophies, these different doctrines. With everything, man. Our people are completely polluted, and our people has to be cleansed, man. A lot of our people are so filthy that the only way to cleanse them is by fire. But this is why we hastening for the coming of our Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. It's like we hastening with patience, if that makes sense. We know that we can't rush the Lord. The Lord is going to do things on His time, on His own time, and we can't. We gotta be subject to that. But at the same time, we like, man, when, Lord? How long are we going to have to go through this, man? We understand now. We want paradise, but the Lord is subject to His word, so everything has to happen according to how He said it was going to happen. But it's going to happen, man. We're going to be back in our paradise, right? Pure water, man. We're going to be taking showers and things like you see on the screen, man. Natural springs. Ain't going to be no damn toilet in the bathroom, man. Right? We're going to have the purest of pure everything, man. We're going to be the cream of the cream. Continuing on. Verse 15. And I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be poured up out of their land, which I have given them, saith the Lord. I already read that, Slacky. But yeah, man, we're going to be put back in our land after that get cleansed, the land of Israel. That's going to be cleansed. And we're going to be able to finally be in our land as who we are, as who they are claiming to be. We're going to live and fulfill, our lot as being the children, the chosen of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. All right. Hey, man, this is going to be a beautiful thing, man. This is a beautiful story, and Lord willing, I can't wait to watch, basically everything that happened from the beginning of time until the end, to the end of this world. Actually, I can't wait to be able to watch everything like a movie, man. Lord willing, I'm just speaking as a man, of course, but I pray that I'm able to watch everything that happened like a movie, man. Of course, it's gonna be put within us, and we're gonna know everything. But it'll be a beautiful thing to see that, to see everything play out, man. All right, Ezekiel 36:11. And I will multiply upon you man and beast, and they shall increase and bring fruit. And I will settle you after your old estates. Yeah, that first estate that we left off of. All right. Right now we in what? We in the low estate. We in our hell. We in this, our people are constantly mourning. Our people are hateful to one another. Our people are confused. They lost. They're in a sense of hopelessness. We don't, because our people don't have Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. But the Lord is going to be near unto us again, man. And this time forever. We ain't going to go off no more, man. We're not going to commit adultery anymore, man. Spiritual adultery. We're going to know who our one true power is, and we're going to, we're going to stick to that. And we're going to magnify and glorify the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua forever. We're going to live righteously forever, man. Right now, man, we fighting. Right? At least us who's in this truth, man. Us who are of the hopeful elect. We fighting for that, man. It says, continuing on, and will do better unto you than at your beginnings. And ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, man. Come on, man. I'm going to get that in the NLT. Alright, Ezekiel 36:11 in the NLT. I will increase not only the people, but also your animals, O mountains of Israel. I will bring people to live on you once again. I will make you even more prosperous than you were before, man. And we had everything, right? Going back to the time of the Garden of Eden, we had everything, going back to when everything was bigger, everything was more plentiful, everything was, in this proper state. Everything is defiled now, man. Even if you try to eat good, the fruits and the vegetables is defiled. We're not even eating real fruits and vegetables, man. Everything is GMO. Even the ones that they claim is so-called organic. We're gonna have everything in its purity, man. Everything, the oils, the water, the animals. Man, the animals. It's gonna be a beautiful thing to see the animals, just be them and do what they were created to do. And not fear certain animals, not have certain animals, doing things that's out of order. You got birds eating pizza, you got rats eating damn chicken. Hey, it's gonna be completely in order, man. It ain't gonna be how it is now. The Lord gonna put us back in that perfection, man. And again, like it just said, I will make you even more prosperous than you were before. It's gonna be how it was before, but then multiplied. It said, then you will know that I am the Lord. Right? We're gonna understand completely in that day, man, when the Lord, makes, when the kingdom of heaven is established. Hey, we're gonna know right from wrong, and we're gonna know not to ever go off again, man. Like after you get that one big harsh butt whooping, you're gonna know not to play with your father again, man. It says, I will choose my people to walk on you once again. Or Salaki, I will cause my people to walk on you once again, and you will be their territory. You will never again rob them of their children. Oh, that was pretty much the point in 11, Salaki. So we're gonna jump down to back in the KJV, verse 23. It says, and I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen. Is that the one? What I had? Yeah. And I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh, saith the Lord power, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. So the Lord is going to use us to rule the earth, man. The Lord is going to use us to set even the heathens in order. Right? We're going to be the judges of the earth, man, beginning with Yahushua, right? Up under the Most High, of course. And then, King David and the 144,000 governing body men. We're gonna enforce the law, statutes, commandments in the earth. And we're going to make sure that the heathens get in line. And we're going to give all the glory unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. It says, for I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries, and will bring you into your own land, right? Because we know that as a nation, the Israelites are scattered all throughout the earth, man. We amongst the heathen right now. Even us in America, Babylon the Great. We're not in the land of Israel. And even the Israelites that's over there, the heathens is over there. It says, then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean, man. The Lord gonna make us perfect, man. He's gonna purify us. It says, from all your filthiness and from all your idols will I cleanse you, man. Hey, man, that's what we want, man. That's what we longing for. To be cleansed, to be perfect, to be in order, to live in righteousness finally. Not to have to be worrying about if we doing something to go off. We're going to know how to do everything perfectly and according to the will of the Lord, and never offend again. We're going to know exactly what to do and how to do it. And we're going to enforce others to do so. Verse 26, a new heart also, meaning a new mind, will I give thee, will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you, and I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh. All right, meaning the Lord is going to take away that hard-headedness, that rebelliousness from our people, and make us pure, man. Right, the Lord gonna make us obedient again, man. And verse 27, and I will put my spirit within you, and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them. We're gonna keep the law, statutes, and commandments perfectly, because they're gonna be written in our inward parts, man. They're gonna be a part of us. It's not, like brothers say, it's not gonna be on stone no more. It's gonna be in us. Right? It's like we are going to be the law, statutes, and commandments. We're going to be the embodiment of that. Verse 28, and ye shall dwell in the land that I gave to your fathers, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your power. Right? And that's what we're waiting on. To be close to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua again, man. To actually, be worthy again, man. To be acceptable. Right now, we looked at as filthy in the Lord's eyes, man. Right, but like the Lord said, man, He gonna clean. He gonna, what did it say? He gonna sprinkle us with that clean water, and we're gonna be clean. It's gonna be a spiritual cleansing. Zechariah 12:8. In that day shall the Lord Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among you at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as the Most High, as the angel of the Lord Yahweh before them. Right? The house of David is going to be as angels, man. As we're going to be many Most Highs. And then those that are feeble are going to be as David. They're going to be like mighty men. The Lord is going to give us new bodies, man. We're not going to be subject to pain, weariness, right? We're not gonna have the same thoughts that we have, the same lusts that we have. None of that, man. Everything that comes with this flesh that we in now, we're gonna be upgraded, and we're not gonna be subject. We're gonna be in control of our flesh completely, rather than our flesh, leading us and being in control of us. And it ain't gonna be, hard. It ain't gonna be no fight. We're gonna completely be in control of our bodies, man. Our thoughts. The Lord gonna make us perfect, but He gonna turn us up, man. He's gonna upgrade us. Isaiah 65:17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. All right, so the time that we're going through now is going to be so glorious and so magnificent in the kingdom of heaven, man. We're not going to be thinking about this. We may, I don't know. I speak as a man. We may talk about it, right? It's going to be, we're going to have to remember something, right? All right, the Lord gonna put it in our minds to know and remember what these Edomites did to us. So we're gonna remember something. So what that's basically saying is, we're not gonna dwell on the things that we had to go through in this life, man, in this flesh. It's not, necessarily saying we're not gonna remember it at all, right? But we gonna remember it, but we're not gonna dwell on it. We're not gonna be, sad by it. We're not gonna be, we're not gonna, and we may get angry, which is gonna cause us to further judge Esau and these heathens. But we're not, we're gonna be in a whole different mindset. Verse 18, but be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. We're gonna be at in a sense of peace forever, man. Constant joy, constant smiling. It says, for behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people. And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying, man. And the scriptures speak about, man, our tears being wiped away, and that's forever, man. We ain't gonna be crying. We ain't gonna be, sobbing and mourning no more. We're not gonna be weary and in pain anymore. We're not gonna get tired anymore. We're gonna be, man. We're gonna be gods, man. And gods are not subject to the things that terrestrial bodies are subject to. Verse 20, there shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that hath not filled his days. For the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed. All right, we're gonna live. We're gonna be immortal. We're gonna be immortal, man. We ain't gonna die no more. Verse 21, and they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. And they shall not build and another inhabit, they shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, right? And we know trees live a long time, especially them giant trees, right? But we ain't gonna have no expiration. We're gonna be eternal. It says, for as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. And that's plain, man. They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of Yahweh, and their offspring with them. Right? Our kids gonna prosper too. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear. Man, the Lord already knows our inward parts. He knows our thoughts. He knows, our wants, our but the things that we long after. The Lord knows our what's the word, man? He knows our desires. And then He gonna give us our desires before we even ask for it, before we pray for it, before we open our mouth to ask the Lord for something. Hey, we gonna have it, and we gonna have it in abundance. In verse 25, the wolf and the lamb shall feed together. Man, the wolf and the lamb shall feed together, man. Two things that in this world are contrary to one another. Two things that if they're near each other, the wolf will try to eat that lamb or kill that lamb. But in that time, everything that's all of the animals, even those that in this time they're vicious carnivores, they're predators, they're gonna be eating herbs and greens, man. They're not gonna be vicious like they are now. We're not going to be afraid of these different animals, man. The animals going to be back afraid of us, as they were in the days of old, man. All right. It says, and dust shall be the serpent's meat. Oh, Salaki, I'll skip. It says, the wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock. Right? The lion's not going to be eating gazelles or hippopotamus. None of that, man. It says, the dust shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, saith the Lord, man. We're not going to be trodden underfoot no more. Right? The kingdom of Yahweh, while Yahweh Shah, is going to be established forever, never to be translated or transformed again. Right? The animal's going to be in order. Everything and everyone is going to fulfill its function. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be, man, it's going to be truly paradise. We're going to get back to how we was in the Garden of Eden, but it's going to be, the Lord is going to magnify that. And it's already ready for us. It's just that we have to continue to fulfill, prophecy has to be fulfilled, and we got to continue to live out and play out our lot, man, on the earth. But the Lord is going to continue, or allow us to continue where we left off, man. We just had to, it was like a hiccup, man. We had to go through certain things, which it's not really a hiccup at all, because it's all a part of the story. But the Lord is going to put us back in the state that He originally, wanted us to be in, man. Perfect. All right, but I just wanted to touch on that through the Spirit. I pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai that this was edifying, and that some understanding was able to come out of this. And with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai B'Shem Makakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, peace, blessings, and safety into the hopeful elect. And DTA Abba Babal soon. Wakam Yashala and Shalom.